This new moon in Aries that's happening on Friday 17 will literally reset your life. We have such abundance of planets in Aries, which means this is a new cycle. This is a new year. This is when things actually renew themselves and open possibility for a better future and better opportunities. So this is going to be a reading for your sun sign. By the way, I am launching something really exciting really soon. So whatever you see, the readings for tarot and astrology, this will be sold out once it's sold out. So that's your chance to really work with me on these terms that I have right now. Pisces, let's see how your life will change. What is gonna be the new point of your life where you're gonna start under this new moon in Aries. Pisces, so you intentionally letting go and sacrificing of things that you don't really need in your life. It's kind of like, if you think about it, any negative habits that you had, any low frequency expressions, any like limiting things, you know that you might be in a codependent relationship with those things. You might feel like you are in this type of relationship where you want to give it up so badly. You want to give it up those bad habits. You want to give it up this limiting mindset. You want to give it up, but for some reason you kept holding for it. You kept holding for it. You kept holding for it. You keep saying yes to people. You keep, not prioritizing yourself. And under this new moon, and I feel like because there is a lot of abundance of this, like a fiery energy, both in your reading and in the sky, it will be the moment of like, you know what? I might feel a little bit like uncomfortable in the moment. I might feel like this is not where, you know, this is not where I'm gonna feel, so predictable and safe and easy, but I am gonna take this step in order to create something better, in order to create something more abundant for myself. And the thing is, you gotta really tap into what energy you are correlating with right now, because if you don't have these desire to, like, think about any area of your life, if you don't have this desire, if you don't have this inner impulse, if you like, if your heart is not telling you to like do this, you probably will not gonna do it. So I would focus on the things that you already have some sort of intentions to change in your life. And the thing is you actually, like, I would, in your case, I would actually take my time with it rather than do like change it overnight, because this whole energy kind of like suggests that you will need to be take your time. This whole energy suggests that you will be kind of like need to stay in this uncomfortable situation and feeling for a little bit longer to really realize like what are you not good with. Because sometimes when we really face all these like uncomfortable things and we really acknowledge them and really look at them for like too long almost, this is when you decide like, okay, I don't want it, I don't need it, this is not something that i I'm okay with. That's not something that I'm okay with. So feel free to sacrifice that energy, feel free to let it go, but do it gradually and slowly. Aries, how's your life is changing under this new moon? I think it's changing big time, because this is literally new moon on your, in your sign, so what is the new chapter here? What is the new chapter here? Aries, I feel like you've been staying in this like position for too long. You've been staying into this like stagnant and lack of progress type of situation for way too long. And this is going to be the moment when you will actually have to push yourself over the edge. Just push yourself over the edge. It's like you um I cannot like have you did the skydiving ever before? Think about the skydiving, it's like people push you out of the airplane because on your own you would be scared to do so, right? Like if you were a beginner, you really would be scared to do so on your own. And I did this like last summer. It was so much fun. um but I know that like people have to push you, like even if you feel like you're not ready, even if you feel like you change your mind, people gonna push you over the edge. And this is what has to happen here, because thing is, you have two fives. Two fives means that like those are two areas of life that finally reaching this conflict, because you spend too much time being passive, right? And with this Aries energy, there is no way for you to stay passive anymore. There is no way for you to be kind of like in the same position, right? Like it's literally the whole universe, the whole environment, everything that surrounds you really pushing you to do the changes and change something. Do the change, right? Like be the change. And the death here obviously saying like This is a whole brand new chapter in your life. None of these cards are, none of the cards period are negative, right? Like this is just the energy of the archetype, and the five is just like shows like this is the moment where you will need to be a little bit conflicted with your own decisions, maybe with your own actions, maybe with your own situations, because again, such a big Aries energy that's happening right now with all the planets in Aries, like this is all just forcing you 10 times stronger to change something that you've been putting in the back for too long. Taurus, let's see what is the energy for this new moon for you. What are you starting fresh? Like how is your life changing? What are you about to bring as the change into your life? Absolutely. Absolutely love this. Absolutely love this energy. Um, well, where do we start? Where do we start? So the thing is, it's this Aries new moon will completely make you look at all this pile of stuff that you've been piling up, homework you didn't do, laundry you didn't do, some things you've been like, taxes you didn't do. I'm literally recording this on April 15th. What do you mean you didn't do your taxes? Huh? Everything that you've been putting aside, you just gonna will have to do this. You're just gonna have to do this, and it's really great if under this new moon is happening on Friday the 17th. So I would say on Sunday or Monday you have to write down the list and do something. And the thing is, um, maybe I am old school, kind of like spiritual person. New moon and full moon were never a good time to manifest. It was literally the time when people were like scared of these days, right? But a few days after, such a good time, such a good time. So listen who you want to listen to, but I'm just saying Sunday or Monday would be a really great day for you to really go over the things that you've been piling up. Because the thing is, I'm gonna be honest, you might feel so conflicted with yourself and with your decisions in the past. You literally could be sitting right now thinking and saying, why did I do this to myself? Why did I do this? Like, I literally could have done it a month ago and I wouldn't have to think about it right now. I literally could have done this a month ago, right? But right now, your main energy is like you taking it, you taking all the resources that you have and you have to put in the work. You might feel like it's a lot of work. You will definitely like like you might feel like it's a lot of work. I'm not gonna lie. You might feel like this is just like unstoppable amount of things that you need to do. But this energy is so perfect for you to literally get all these things done. Do you understand? Like, you only have been putting things aside because right now you're gonna have the capacity to make those things happen. You know what I'm saying? So many Aries placements will not let you sit still. So use this, connect with the universe, grab this energy, and make things happen for yourself, Taurus. Geminis, let's see how your life will renew itself. What is happening with you on this new moon? What is happening with Geminis on this new moon? What are they about to restart? Geminis, we need to talk. You about to make so much money, you have no idea. You about to find such a high paying job, people gonna be jealous of you. And here's the thing, let me tell you something. I don't care if you know how to read cards or don't know how to read cards. This is what stood out for me. Four of Cups. Do you know what Four of Cups is about? It's about gluttony. It's about emotional gluttony. It's when you have so much money that you go on a huge spend. Like, you go to the mall, you buy everything, you buy furniture, you buy things, you buy dinners, you buy drinks for people. Why do you do this? Because you have so much money now, right? I'm not necessarily saying that's a good thing, right? But what I'm saying is, you getting a new opportunity that's literally gonna set you up for life. You're getting some sort of new energy, some sort of new attitude, some sort of new ideas, and again, just like more resources on your part that will set you up for life. That will be this like what is it, like a setting stone for you to elevate yourself. And the thing is, You know what's interesting? Um, when you think about all these energies, financial energies, right? They could go from zero, I mean, 1 to 10, right? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Or from 10, they can go to 1. Like those are literally the cards that like connect each other, but like both ways, forward and back. And that just means that like you either achieving some sort of new peak of your life, right? Financially. That again starts the new process of, okay, now let's learn, now let's have the inspiration, now let's work for something new on a new completely level, right? Or you getting this opportunity first, you getting this option to do something first that again goes through your entire life to stabilize things and make them very much like again so abundant that you are set for life. About this thing, listen, make yourself a day when you're gonna cook nice meal and when you're gonna have nice dinner and you're gonna spend some money and like go to the spa, whatever you're gonna do. But that's it. Okay, gluttony is a sin for a reason. And this card is all about emotional gluttony. Cancers, let's see how your life will change after this new moon. What is something so important starting in your life? And because this is happening in Aries, you will be directly affected because again it's all the cardinal signs, right? Let's see, Cancers. Wow. Cancers, you're gonna enjoy this new moon so much. You're gonna enjoy this feeling in general. But the thing is, I feel like you're gonna enjoy it if you learn how to be a little bit fake, if you learn how to be a little bit there is such a great part of you that responds with your emotions and with your intuitions and with all of those feelings. This is just so amazing, right? But if you're just gonna learn and elevate that part of yourself that like maybe cannot be fake, maybe cannot be strict, maybe cannot be straightforward, if you elevate that part on this new moon, and you might actually face some sort of situation where you have to, where you have to, where you have to meet this, someone who will push you a little bit over your boundaries, and then you'll be like, you know what? I guess like that's what I have to do. But the thing is, this new moon will make you feel so much emotionally fulfilled and stable. And think about four of wands too. Four of wands is all about being in control of your own ambition, being in control of your own passion, being in control of your own situation, being in control of everything that's happening in your life. It's kind of like, think about like you know think about forest fire versus the fireplace. This is your fireplace, right? Like, you know exactly how much would you put there, you know exactly how long this fireplace was burning, you know exactly where the limits of this fireplace is. This is why you put a little screen in front, right? Like to limit it. This is what it's all about. You getting in such a big control of your own situation under this new moon, and you almost like reinventing yourself, right? And the thing is, it will happen either through you had to deal with some sort of, not necessarily nice person, or you might just become this like not necessarily nice person in order to push your capacity to do things, because maybe this is something that you lack in right now. Maybe this is something that you not necessarily have as your power right now, right? Like it's more of your downfall right now. And once you're going to change your mindset, and once you're going to be a little bit more snappy and sassy and like decide to give a pushback, this is when you're going to receive this abundance. Leos, let's see how this new moon will change your life. What are you resetting, starting fresh? What is happening, Leos? Well, Leos, you just like what was it, Aries? It was, I think, Pisces. I don't remember, but listen, this is the moment of Leos. This is the moment of you completely dividing your life into before and after. There are things that you trying to control so much. There are things that you trying to almost like in a dictator way try to make them happen in your life. And I was looking up this like a very interesting concept in Buddhism that like we literally do not control anything. When you're happy in life, when you spend time with people around you, when you go to the concerts, when you see your family, like whatever makes you happy when you are on stage, when you're creating, when you shining as the Leo you are, you truly understand that like you have no control over this situation. You cannot those people stay here forever. You cannot make this moment last forever. You cannot, you know, you not controlling anything. And that's the thing that you need to accept this new moon, because again there is something that you just like trying to force so much. You're trying to make it happen so badly. You're trying to go against such a big force of energy, spiritual energy, emotional energy, such a like a you're going against such a like a big spirits, like including that, right? Because you want to make things happen for yourself. You want to save that coin. You want to secure that sort of job. But in reality, you need to let go of some sort of mental principles that make you think that you are in control, because you're not. You're not in control of anything. And this is the greatest part. Because the moment you give up this control, the moment you give up this idea of that, like, you can do everything, this is when you start doing everything. Because there are bigger things that can make things happen for you, right? There is something out there that can, you don't know how HR management going to react to your resume. You can't control that. You don't know how much, like, what type of salary they're going to offer you. You don't know what the other person is going to feel. Stop trying to control those things because you're not in control. Do you know what I'm saying? So, listen, it might be a little bit like of a tough message here, but it is something that you need to sit with right now and acknowledge. Virgos, let's see how this new moon will change your life. What is something exciting is happening with you? What are you looking forward to? What are you renewing in your life? Let's see, Virgos. This new moon is so interesting. Like, I see a lot of interesting patterns for a lot of signs, and there is also very important message here too. Well, where do I start? Well, where do I start? Well, where do I start? So, first of all, there was some sort of mental conflict with you, Virgos. Something that you were thinking about, something that you were like, well, like situations where you were not 100% satisfied, especially mentally, right? Like you do certain things, and it doesn't necessarily mean that like you correspond with them emotionally or physically, or like it makes you money, it doesn't make you money. On the intellectual level, you probably felt like it's already not working out, like it's already not something that you would keep it for forever. And this conflict is kind of like creating a pivoting moment under this new moon. This conflict is creating this moment of, so then what do I do? Where do I go if I feel like this thing is not correct, right? And the thing is, you can find something that will be way more emotionally safe for you, and you could find something that will be more even like mentally safe for you, like literally like moving to a place, literally going to a place. Maybe you literally moving. You could be literally physically moving, but it also could be the state of mind and consciousness and like where you trying to get under this new moon. And it will be a much safer place if you'll decide that, I don't know like what type of choice you have right now, like where exactly you're trying to like pivot and do things. This is your like, if you're gonna decide to do it, if you have enough like bravery inside of you to do so, you're gonna feel way more safe and way more protected in a way, right? And another thing, you will find like so much work there. You will find so much like things to work on, that at the same time it's almost going to be like impossible for you to stop doing it, right? Like there will be a lot of this like a flow state moment where, yes, you agree to new terms, but that just means like you're pushing yourself to do more things and pushing yourself forward. But there has to be this like a pivoting moment for this. Libra, let's see what's happening with you under this new moon. What is something that you can renew, restart? What is the energy behind it? Let's see, Libra. Libra, first of all, I want to say whatever you're doing right now, whatever you put, like wherever you're putting a lot of energy right now, wherever you just like doing things, right? There's some moments when you just like have to do things. You have to do like some sort of amount of work. You have to just like put some sort of amount of energy. You have to put some sort of amount of hours. Whatever this area is, it seems like under this new moon, it's working out magically. Seems like it's working out just like so effortlessly. And even on emotional level, sometimes it could mean some sort of recognition, some sort of like this positive situation where things just like happening for you. The thing is, you might not necessarily, when I say like you, like sometimes you just have to put in some sort of amount of work, right? Doesn't necessarily you need to achieve some sort of milestone. Doesn't necessarily mean you need to kind of make it your whole thing. Doesn't necessarily mean you need to find this like, okay, this is what I do for the next 10 years. No, you just have to do something. You just have to do like start little things, like put a little energy into something, right? If you're gonna do this, if you're gonna do this, or if you are doing this, you're getting like such a lucky situation, lucky moment. You're getting blessed. You're getting like whatever you want, literally whatever you want. You know about these lucky situations when people just like, well, yeah, I didn't expect much from like this gig that I was about to do, but I went there and then I met this person and this person connected me with this person and then I got this job and then from this job I was able to like pay off my debt. And like you know how those chain reaction is happening, you know how those things are connecting like with each other. Like this is exactly what is happening under this new moon. And because it is will be all in Aries, you will feel like conflicted. You're gonna feel conflicted in some sort of way. You're gonna feel like there is something that's like pulling you, like something is stretching you, literally like you traveling like through space, right? Like you getting a little bit all over the cosmos. But there will be a major moment. There will be a major situation. There will be something that will change things, that you literally won't be able to look at your life the old way anymore. Scorpio, so let's see what this new moon has for you. What are you renewing? What are you restarting in your life? What is the energy surrounding it? Scorpios. This new moon will be like very emotional, but at the same time like a very deceptive. It's the interesting thing is it will be all about giving and getting, providing and accepting. I'm not gonna lie, it could be about another person, it could be about the person you're thinking of, it could be about the even like some sort of partnerships that you're thinking of. And it's all about kind of think about like when you're blowing like a balloon, right? Like and it like you put the air there and then like it expands, but then this balloon puts the air back. This is going to be kind of this process, like whatever situation you're going through, whatever you trying to work, there will be a lot of this type of movement. When you give someone energy, this person responds back. You give someone some sort of attention, some sort of help, some sort of, I don't know, whatever that is, this person responds back. I'm not gonna lie, there is a little bit of deception happening here. And this deception could be two things. In a very basic meaning of it, it obviously is just a deception, right? Like something that is not necessarily true, something that is not 100% happening, something that is not, 100% real. The second type of deception is could be that there is this hidden capacity for things. There is this hidden resources, like think about gold and oil. And the thing is, this card is about Venus and Scorpio. So you should know like what this like Scorpio energy is, right? Like it is something that hidden a little bit underneath. And like you think about like Scorpio energy as like, there is a little bit of like invisible wall that you need to reach before you reach it. You know what I'm saying? So Scorpios, I need you to be like very clear where exactly this deception is happening, because in one way, if you are on a lower frequency type of person, right? Like it could be about being in contact with somebody who like might potentially scam you, might potentially leave you, might potentially use you, might potentially like not doing all those good things. But another type of deception, it could be that you might talk to this person without even realizing how deep and well educated and like well taught this person is before you really take your time to get so deep into them. Sagittarius, let's see how your life will change after this new moon. What is something that you are waiting for, starting, restarting, resetting? What is the energy behind that, Sagittarius? Seems like under this new moon, you're about to receive some sort of new option. It could be, and I think like it's mostly has to do with your emotional expression. That means if you have some sort of feelings for a certain job, if you really feel like, oh, like I'm gonna thrive there so much, like I'm gonna love this, I'm gonna love this job, right? If you think about new place, like I hate that. If you think about like new place that you're trying to secure, you're trying to move a new place, and you just like love it, everything there looks so nice, everything there looks so. If you think about the person, right? You just have like deep feelings for this thing. You just have deep feelings for this person. You just have deep feelings for everything. This is such a good new moon for you to actually get that for yourself, accept that, take it to yourself, claim it. The thing is it has to do something with you leaving it first. It has to do something with you leaving something behind. It's almost like universe is telling you like there will be a little bit of moment again, like this is such a Hannah Montana moment, season 3, the end of season 3, when she's like leaving her house, and she knows there is something bigger and better, and she's gonna leave with her best friend, and she's gonna go to this like school and college and whatever. But at the same time, she's leaving the place where she grew up. But if she wouldn't leave, if she would have left, if she would have stayed there, she would never experience that whole other thing that was on the other side. And what is the on the other side? It's a completely new, positive, abundant opportunity there. So there is something that you need to do on your own first. There is something that you have to say goodbye to. There is something that you need to kind of like leave behind in order to just like double down on this feeling of success and like take advantage of the opportunity that is there. It is there. Capricorns, let's see how this new moon will change you. What is something that's happening with you? How are you renewing yourself, your life? What is the area where you completely having a rebranding? Wow, Capricorns, I'm not gonna lie, like if you go through this video, not every single sign got like a good reading. And like what is the good reading anyway, right? A lot of signs like really got like this necessity to reflect on something and do something out of their comfort zone. Not the case with you. Not the case with you. You literally getting such a major opportunity that will make you feel emotionally so well rested, so good. So it's kind of like when you emotionally, mm, I don't know, think about like people who like live paycheck to paycheck, for example, and then they start making more money and they're like, okay, that's it. I don't have to do it anymore. I don't have to struggle about it anymore. I don't have to worry about it anymore. I don't need to be like on a survival mode 24/7. That's it. That's it. It's done. It's done. I am locking in onto this like feeling of like I have more than I need. And the thing is, you kind of, in your case too, in your case too, you're making this opportunity work for you when again you adapting a new mindset, you adapting something new where you have a little bit more than you need, or maybe not more than you need, but like more than you had before, and you're just like making it work. You're finally making it work. You finally have your visions come to life. You finally do the things that you wanted to do. You finally putting money aside or time aside for do the things that you love, or finally like allowing yourself to express into something, right? And it could be something that again, it could be emotionally, it could be good, something good emotionally. It could be relationships. It could be like you maybe you finally wanted to go on dates. Maybe you wanted to go see people. Maybe you wanted to go see performances. Like you finally doing this. Maybe you wanted to just, besides work, you wanted to do something. Maybe you wanted to do the work that would allow you to shine through. Like this is all happening. And with the Queen of Cups here, it's really good energy for any romances, but also it seems like things are happening effortlessly. It seems that things are happening very much easy, effortlessly. Things are, coming together. It could be some sort of recognition, could be some sort of lucky moment for you, and just a very positive thing for you, a very positive thing. So just claim it in the comments and do what you need to do. Aquarius, let's see how this new moon will change your life. What is something that's happening behind it? What is something that you renewing, restarting, starting completely fresh? Like what is the energy behind that, Aquarius? Let's see, Aquarius. Let's see. Aquarius, you have very you Aquarius and in Gemini's, you literally having like the most abundant new moon ever. I don't know what it's with. I don't know what it's like. How is it exactly connected? Like what is the thing there? But you like, yeah, Exactly, like you having that moment. And let me tell you, let me tell you, you're gonna feel so abundant, and it could go in so many ways. Could be with money, could be with relationship, could be with literally people taking care of you, literally people love you so much that they're willing to provide you with all the opportunities, right? Like it doesn't necessarily have to be a partner, person you're seeing. You could literally like walk into the room for audition, people gonna love you so much, people gonna be so obsessed with you that they really like willing to let you all to give it all. They gonna give you it all. So this is also a good time to pay attention to your energy, right? Like how you come off with, like to also like love yourself, to also look in the mirror and be like, wow, I'm like gorgeous. I know that I can walk into any room and like all eyes will be on me. You need to activate that like Venus energy. What this Venus energy will also do for you is to create, like, set you up for a very long time, like literally for life, set you up for such a like long lasting success, set you up for such a long lasting effect where it's almost going to be feel like you have more resources than you need, you have more time than you need, you have more money than you need. And we're not mad at this, we're not mad at this, we're not against it, you know what I'm saying? And finally, what I want to say is that when you start seeing those shifts, when you're going to start seeing those changes, you will have to let something go. You will have to understand that there's something that you were doing in the past that was like completely blocking that energy, right? Like there was something in your past that was not necessarily allowing you to shine through as much as you wanted to. And the thing about Three of Swords here, it's almost going to be like a little bit painful to like let go of that like low vibrational part of it, but you have to let it go. You have to let it go. So I don't know, literally like as an easy like psychological practice, go to the comments and write it. I let it go. I let go of that part of me. I let go of like any low frequencies. That would be a first step to like live through this energy. But this energy, ooh, it's gonna feel so good for you, Aquarius.